Every alternate day, we hear the news of fishermen getting arrested by the Sri Lankan Navy in the Indian Ocean region. This is a serious issue and a bone of contention in the both India-Sri Lanka relationship. To understand the issue, we need to understand the bigger picture. In this regard, I want to ask you a series of questions. Do you know where is the Kachativu Island located? What is its historical background? Why is it significant for the Indian fishermen? Is it part of Indian territory? What is the India's stand on the dispute? Hello learners, I welcome you all to Learn to Empower. Today we will be looking at the geography, history and agreements which are significant to the Kachativu Island dispute. Kachativu is a deserted island, which means it is not used for the human settlement. It is governed by Sri Lanka, which is located in Pak Bay. It is approximately 33 kilometers from Rameswaram from the Indian side. When we come to its history, in 1921, during the colonial time, it was claimed by both British territories of India and Sri Lanka to determine the fishing boundaries. But later a survey marked Kachativu to be in Sri Lanka, while a British delegation from India challenged it to the stating that it was part of Ramnad Kingdom of Madurai. So a dispute arose between both the countries. Through an official Indo-Sri Lanka Maritime Agreement in 1974, the island was transferred to Sri Lanka to settle the maritime boundary. But the agreement did not specify fishing rights. So this allowed the Indian fishermen to continue to have rest, dry their nets and also visit the Catholic shrines on the island without a visa. So it did not affect the fishings of both countries. But according to 1976 agreement establishing exclusive economic zones, India and Sri Lanka will now be able to exercise sovereign rights over living and non-living resources within their respective zones. India's fishing vessels and fishermen shall not fish in Sri Lanka's historic waters, territorial sea or exclusive economic zone, and Sri Lankan's fishermen will not be allowed to fish in India's historic water, territorial sea or exclusive economic zone without the express permission of either Sri Lanka or India. Through the 1976 Pact, both the countries agreed to stop fishing in each other's territories. So the rights provided in the previous agreements were superseded by this 1976 agreement. Now we'll come into the legality of the cessation and what were the government and the Supreme Court stand on it. In 2008, J. Jayalalitha, the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu and the AIDMK leader filed a petition asserting that Kachativu could not be transferred to another country without a constitutional amendment. According to the Berubari Union's case of 1960, cessation of territory cannot be done except with the ratification of Indian Parliament, as the first schedule of the Indian Constitution must be amended for cessation of the Indian territory to any other country. But the central government held that no territory or sovereignty belonging to India was lost or relinquished because the area in question was disputed and had never been delimited. According to the agreement, the Indian fishermen and pilgrims will enjoy access to visit Kachativu and will not be required to carry travel documents. It also held that the right to access does not mean fishing rights around the island to Indian fishermen. So this became the bone of contention whether the cessation of Indian territory to another country without the parliament ratification is legal or not. This issue between India and Sri Lanka not only brought maritime issues but also brought cultural issue among the people. So what do you think about this legality of transferring the Kachativu Island to Sri Lanka? Express your opinion in the comment section. Till then, take care. Thank you. Happy learning.